CMPRadio.net. It's the station.
Welcome back to the Guaranteed Income Podcast, where we're sharing the real stories behind a bold idea, providing financial stability for those who give so much to our communities. In our first episode, we introduced the Guaranteed Income Initiative for childcare workers and heard how a simple monthly payment can ease the burden of everyday struggles. Today, we go deeper. You'll hear directly from educators, talking about the challenges of helping families and children. They're also pursuing careers and making ends meet. This isn't just about dollars, it's about dignity, opportunity, and the freedom to focus on what matters most. Episode 2 takes you inside their experiences, their challenges, and the hope that the guaranteed income brings for a better future. I'm your host, Quincy Harris. Let's get into it.
Meet Natalie Eads. For the past 3 years, she's been a dedicated Head Start teacher at the Gordon Literacy Center. Every day, she brings warmth, structure, and hope to her classroom, helping young learners take their very first steps into education.
We have about 17 kids in the classroom. The ages are 3 to 5. So
God bless you. The reason why I say that is I have a 5-year-old, and when school comes around, I can't wait to get him out of the house. So having 17 of him in one room, you are a special lady for doing this. So just tell me about, some of the wins you've had in the last 3 years being here with these beautiful kids.
It's amazing. Like, every kid is different. But with that, every kid comes with every different challenges. Some come in and just need a lot of emotional support. Some come in, they can't write their name or have never seen the letter A. So just the changes, watching that go from year to year or from the beginning of the year to the end of the year is amazing. I love seeing the kids that wouldn't peel off their mom's leg, to barely even giving them a hug goodbye at the door anymore, and then they come in, they're hugging me, or coming in and just happy to see their friends and making friends. And it's just amazing to see the changes.
What was your motivation to get into education?
Honestly, I love children. Like, I have 3 kids of my own. I was a stay-at-home mom for a long time, put away my degree until my kids were raised. And I absolutely love it. And my husband says I have the patience of an angel or whatever. I don't know about that, but I think that it comes naturally to me. So I want to try to use that because not everybody has it. And I feel like that's what a lot of every kid needs, is patience for everything they're learning.
The patience and passion it takes to work with children every single day is her calling. As a recipient of the Guaranteed Income Initiative, she's seen firsthand how financial stability not only supports her family, but allows her to show up even stronger for her students.
Honestly, it makes us feel appreciated at the end of the day. It's a very challenging job. I love it. I absolutely love it. And yet it's challenging. So if you've had like an extra challenging day or just feel like you want to feel more appreciated a little bit, it's nice to know that you get that little bonus, and it makes coming home, if you have my own things at home, like bills, things that come up, um, teachers in general, teacher salaries aren't the highest in the world. So if you get a car that's starting to make noise or health concerns or anything, it's tough. So having that extra bonus come in every month is very helpful.
The assistance may have helped her at home, but in the classroom, her care and patience have become a gift that keeps on giving.
I love seeing some of the kids that would come in and they might call it behavioral, or some of them have actual like anger issues, and we teach them ways to calm down. And I love to see them and their little hands or whatever, put their hands in their belly and say, I'm going to take a big breath, and just be able to calm down. And then I hear it from their parents saying, do you know that, they were having a tantrum or something at home, and they were like, I'm going to put my hands on my belly and take a big breath like Miss Natalie told me. And I just love hearing that goes home too, that this kid can take that with them and hopefully have a wonderful time in kindergarten and beyond. And they're learning that here. It's just a great little stepping stone to get.
Is it hard, is it hard being connected with these kids in such, impactful way? And then you got to release them, right? Right. You have 3 kids of your own, but then you have to go like.
I know. And some of them I have 2 years in a row. And one of them actually I'm going to have 3, like 2.5. But I did at the end of the year, we have a little mini graduation or move up day. I cried, like, they're not my kids, but they're my classroom kids. I tell everybody they're like a classroom family. That's why, you got to be nice to each other and be nice to your friends, and just like treat them like they're your little classroom family. So I do. I just try to imagine them, growing up and having good lives and everything. And it's good. It is hard saying goodbye, especially if you've known them 2 years and you're like, oh my goodness.
Supporters who finally get the support they deserve is what the Guaranteed Income Initiative is all about.
It's made a tremendous impact just for me. Like, I would like to say thank you so much, just because I was able to help my daughter. She's in college, and just to help her, she's a waitress, but sometimes she'll call me and be like, Mom, I made $2 an hour folding napkins because nobody came into the restaurant. And some days she'll have a good day with tips, whatever, but some days she doesn't. And I'm like, all right, we have a little extra. I can send you some extra, because she works super hard. She graduated this year, but she's going on to grad school. But it's tough, so to be able to help in that way is amazing. And then little things come up that you got to pay for also. So yeah, it's been incredibly impactful to my family.
Natalie's story is just one example of how dedicated staff members have been positively affected by the initiative. For Magali Martinez, her journey from Ecuador to the United States 22 years ago gives her a unique connection to families here at Gordon. The center is home to children and parents from many different nationalities, each bringing their own story, culture, and strength to the community. Helping them all is the most satisfying.
Primary, supporting families, supporting children, empowering the families, to advocate by themselves one day. So we are there until they the children, turn 3. And then when they are ready to transition, so we are approximately about 3 years with them.
Okay.
Sometimes less, because, families join the program later, but we support families all that time, and providing resources, and also, as I say, helping them, I would use this phrase that supervisor, told me. So help the family, fish them by themselves. Don't fish for them, but help them to fish.
Magali's own journey from Ecuador to the United States 22 years ago gives her a unique connection to families here at Gordon. The center is home to children and parents from many different nationalities, each bringing their own story, culture, and strength to the community. For Magali, helping them all is the most satisfying.
When I help a family with some resource and that resource works for them and they get what they need, that makes me, feel a satisfaction. It says, I did it. We did it.
Yeah.
And that makes me, makes me happy. And when all the job is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last 18 months, there's been a bump in your salary, right? How has that helped you personally for all of this hard work that you've been doing?
It was tremendous. It was tremendous. It was a big difference in my life. It was something positive. I couldn't, when I saw it, I couldn't believe it because somebody was talking this. I was asking, so is this real? I was thinking like that when I see a document, and I thought, okay, so why we're receiving? Why is this for? But I'm happy that I'm receiving, and I could do with this incentive many things. So I was at that time. I was planning to go back to school. I know I'm an old lady, let's say.
No, you're not.
Like that.
You better not say you're old lady. No, you are not. No, you're not. But you're going back to school.
I went back to school.
Okay.
And in addition of that, my children were also, at the same time at school because they are old enough. They were at college at that time. And that money, that extra money helped me with that.
Yeah, that's
With
amazing.
my kids, with myself.
How many kids do you have?
I have three. Two were in college at the time that I received that incentive, and one graduated already, and the other one will be graduating next year, and it will be just myself at college, and my daughter is going to be at high school next year.
So you're telling me this has really changed your life.
Yes.
This has been a tremendous help for you. You went back to college, you went back to school. What is your major in school?
My major in school is going to be social work. So I had another major in my home country, business and administration. And when I came here, I feel, passionate of this work. I started working with children and I says, okay, this is what I want to do. And when I keep moving, and I says, okay, I think this is, better than I was thinking. Helping families, helping children, being there for them, making a big difference, in their lives. That is like something like it's feeling, sometimes you're empty cup. I would say like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is amazing. You come here, you've been here for 8 years.
Mhm.
You've had various different roles, but one mission. The mission has been to help families, to help these children.
Mhm.
This initiative comes in and helps you, and in turn, you help your family, but then go to college
Yes.
because you want to even then help more children.
Yes.
This,
And also, help myself because, I wanted to be prepared. And that was a goal that I had, back then, let's say 5 years, 6 years ago, that I wanted to do that, but I haven't, done, how do I say, the money,
the
the
resources.
resources to do it. And when I had that resource, I says, okay, it's time to jump in the pool. So I did it, and I'm keep going.
How long do you have until you finish your degree?
Well, since it's a part-time and I am a mother full-time, I'm also working full-time. So I took a part-time college, classes.
Yeah.
So it's still, there are still like 3 more years.
Yes.
Because it's, little by little. I don't want to neglect, my job. I don't want to neglect college as well or my family. So I'm trying to balance all of that, primary things.
I'm so inspired by you, your story, and I just can't wait to come back 3 years from now when you have that degree And
Hope so.
yeah, and you're still helping, and you're still building and giving of yourself. It's tremendous. We thank you.
Thank you. No, on the contrary, thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. Thanks, for give us, I will say hope. I will say, many things, because of this, the open, is opening doors, is supporting us, as individuals, as families, because we are also families. We're not just workers.
The Guaranteed Income Initiative has helped people feel more valued and respected in their work. Shannon Dolan, a practice-based coach with the Chester Intermediate Unit for the past 10 years, has seen this firsthand. In that time, she's worked alongside dedicated educators and colleagues, but she's also watched too many leave the field because the pay simply hasn't been enough to keep them.
The amount of teachers that have left teaching just because they can't afford like basic necessities, like it's crazy. And it affects the quality of education, because then like when good teachers are leaving for no reason other than like they just need to make more money, it's terrible. And like I feel like if because and some of the people that are here that are good teachers, like they're fortunate enough, like if their partner makes enough money, and then they're here for like the benefits, because we do have very good benefits, but yeah, but sometimes they're here just for that. Or I know coworkers who their entire paycheck goes just to childcare, which is also terribly expensive. But yeah, so yeah, like if and it's just it is such a stressful job, and like some people too, even if it like just barely pays the bills, like sometimes the stress of it all isn't like feels like, oh God, not getting paid enough to feel so like burnt out all the time.
Yeah.
But but also most of them say because it's like, everyone who works in education, I would think, it agrees that it's like the best job in the world. Like we're not here for the money, that's for sure. But yeah.
If you're not here for the money, what keeps you coming back every year? This is your 10th year. What keeps you coming back when you see colleagues saying, I gotta go, or you see other people like, I'm not getting into that? What brings you coming back here year in, year out, teacher in the classroom, outside of the classroom, helping teachers, being an aide, helping students? What is that thing?
Combination of all that, I guess. When I was a lead teacher, it was always it was for my students, because I was just like, there were even years, there was a year where I was like, oh my God, is this it? I think this might be it. I think this might be my year. But I had taken over a classroom that didn't have any full-time staff. It was like being run by subs, and like, so it was like different people every day. And I remember when I started there, I promised the kids, because they were just like, you're gonna be gone tomorrow, because every other person has. And I sat them down and I promised them, and I promised the parents, I was like, I will be here the rest of the school year. I will not leave you. I will be here for you. I'm going to be your teacher the rest. Ended up much past the end of that year. But, and I just for me in that moment, I was just like, well, I can't leave yet. It's promised them. And what am I going to do? Oh my God, I just promised a bunch of tiny children that I will not abandon them. I'm like, well, I can't. So I had to stay. And which glad I did, because then I got a really nice assistant, and we were an excellent team, which was also kind of part of why I say the people I work with are amazing, and I love them all so much. I can't imagine working with other people, even though we always get new people and they're all great. So I don't know, there's probably other great people out there, but I like these people.
Talk about the Guaranteed Income Initiative, and how that has affected you and your work the last 18 months.
It's definitely helped, because yeah, rent's only getting more expensive. Yeah, I feel like, so I don't have any children, which I know a lot of people I work with, it's helped so much for them and their kids. But at least for me, outside of work, it's definitely helped, because I feel like of my family members, I'm one of the ones that I can't always, I don't know, I feel like I'm always the one asking for financial help, or I'm the one that it's oh, you need help? Oh, sorry, couldn't be me.
Yeah.
I work in education. But with the extra money, like my sister's just had a baby last year, and so like I've been able to like help out with stuff like that, or just like, or even just like take my family out to dinner, or just like tell my parents like, oh, that's okay, I can do that for you, because they're retired now. I feel like I should be the one helping them more now. And I mean, having that extra money for the amount of time I had it was nice, because yeah, it made me feel like I'm like, oh my God, I can actually I can do things for my family that couldn't before.
Through Shannon's perspective, we've seen the challenges educators face when pay doesn't match their dedication. From Magali, we've learned how lived experience can become a bridge for families navigating new beginnings in America. And from Natalie, we've witnessed how patience, compassion, and the support of the Guaranteed Income Initiative can ripple outward into the lives of the educators. These stories remind us why this work matters and why solutions are needed now more than ever. In episode 3, our final episode, we'll bring more voices together and look ahead at what real change can mean for families, educators, and our community. I'm Quincy Harris, and I'll see you next time on the Guaranteed Income Podcast.